Good morning, students, and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to be working on two different things. The first thing we're going to work on is removing our pin curl sets and learning how to back comb or back brush our sets. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my stand-up pin curl. I'm going to take my pins out and I'm going to start by back combing my set. Now, when I mean back combing, I'm gonna take my vent brush and I'm gonna just brush that out. I know I'm using my comb, but you can use your vent brush. So I'm gonna brush that out so you can see that those stand-up pin curls, all that volume that it gave her. But you could also see that you also leave the indentations of the set. So the little base that you took, it leaves an indentation. So when you go in to brush these out, you want to get rid of those lines. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to back comb using our tail comb. And I'm going to comb and get a section. And I'm going to use my comb to just kind of tease the base to blend my lines together so it could be a nice solid look. So I'm going to go in and you can see I've got a line here, here, and here. So I'm going to just go in and try to merge those together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to over direct the hair away from me. So if you see, it's going to go away from me. And I'm going to use my comb. I'm going to go all the way, either all the way to the top or at least halfway up. And I'm going to comb that all the way down to the base. I'm going to do that about 2 or 3 times. And you see it's going to create a nice little cushion for you. And I'm going to just work my way back. Now, don't forget to over direct the hair away from you and create a little tension, right? So remember, we're working on our finger dexterity. So you still want to hold your comb while you're doing other things. And then you're going to use your fingers to hold that hair together. So you go up and you're going to just back comb that. If you don't want as much, you don't need to go, as many times. And so you're going to just work that up. Normally, you want to have your most back combing or your most teasing in the back of the section and have less in the front. So when you go to start styling these out, I'm not going to take my comb and brush the hair out. I'm going to take my teeth and just lightly brush over the section so that I can smooth that section together. And so you can see that now she's got a little bit more hold on her section, and you don't see any indentations in her hairstyle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the flat pin curl. This one's going to give you a little bit more curl and a little less volume on that root area. So as I brush that out, you can see how she doesn't have, nowhere near as much as the other side. But you also see where the indentation was left. So again, we're gonna work on that. Now for this particular, for this one, I'm gonna use my brush, a boar brush, so that that I can use that to create my base. So I'm gonna hold it nice and tight, and from underneath the hair or the section, I'm gonna just brush that down the same way. So you go 2, 3 times depending on how much cushion you want. Now, the more cushion you want, the more hold you're going to get, right? Okay, the more hold you're going to get. So one more time, just going to do that down. And then again, I'm not going to brush it out, but I am going to try to smooth out that top layer so that I can have a nice style for when my client leaves. So you just want to be careful that you don't go and try to brush out that tease. So if you feel your mannequin or your client, she should have a nice little cushion right at that base, and that's going to just help hold everything together. Okay, and that is how you comb out a set.